Stop number 30 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. The next to the last stop on the season brings us to Phoenix, Arizona not Firebird Raceway. I mean Phoenix International Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona. As we're here today for the running of the Subway 500. We're set for 47 laps of racing on this 1 mile racetrack. Here the Dew in the Desert here today, as we have 41 cars ready to go here today. Here's the starting lineup. On the pole, it is Allison Rain, car number 14, a surprise pulsar no less. The highpoint.com Ford, car number 14. Flanking Allison on the outside is car 24, Charles Sanford, 2-time winner of the season so far. Allison yet to win the season so far. Let's see if she can do it today. Or not. We'll see. But anyway, we'll see if she can do it today or not. Going to car number row number 2, it's car number 94, Jessica Shelton, the McDonald's Ford, and number 98, Seth Cole, the Haas Automation Ford. Both of them carry in-car cameras in today's race. Third row has Dylan Young in number 2 and number 10, Kat Batson on the outside. Fourth row, car number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Government Chevrolet, and number 26, it's Daniel Voiles on the outside in the Quaker State Ford. Row number 5 has car 25, Kyle Matthews, now three-time winner this season so far. He won at Michigan, Sonoma, and he also won the second race at Rockingham. Flanking Kyle on the outside is car number 44, who won the second race at Dover this season. It's Alex Miller. Next row down is number 99, Levi McIntyre, the Exo Batteries SKF Ford, another three-time winner this season so far. He won Darlington, Riverside, and Talladega. Blanking Levi on the outside is number 33. That's Harrison Ponder. Next row down is number 42, Trent Dunham, the winner at North Wilkesboro this season, the second race at North Wilkesboro. And beside him is the winner of the first race at Pocono this season. It's number 1, it's car number 1, driven by Stephen Colon. Next row down is number 20. It's Rafaela Duke, and the Daytona 500 champion, and number 22, Dylan Potee. Next row down is number 15. It's Nathan Hudson, and number 11, Benjamin Miles. Next row down has car number 17. That's Jesse Turner, and the winner of the Southern 500 at Darlington. And number 88, it's Matt McIntyre. Next row down is number 28, Keith Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford, and number 16, Gabby Conklin. Next row down is car number 01, the winner of the second race at Richmond. It's Laura Chung, and number 29, the winner of the second race at Pocono, and the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. It's Zachary Fitzwater. Next one is car number 6, Austin Reed in the Valvoline Ford, and number 43, Mike Becker. Next one down is number 18, Nathan Orman, and number 5, the winner at Charlotte this season. That's Phil Parker. Next one down is number 45, Joshua Osborne, and number 21, the championship leader going in this race. It's Quentin Moore, who won the 600 at Charlotte, and he also won in the night race at Bristol. Next row down is car 66, Eric Monaco, and number 71, Ryan Butcher. Then it's number 34, James Sykes on the inside of the next row down, and the Love's Travel Stop Ford. And number 70, the Rumpel Furniture AC Sparkplug Chevrolet of Daniel Bouchard. Next row down is car number 4, William Brock, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. And number 8, it is Amanda Evans and the Boweser Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 30, Roberto Crown Jr., the Pennzoil Chevrolet. And number 12, that is driven by Zach Winkle, the Alltel Ford. And starting next row down has number 68. Number 68, Cody McGurk and the Country Time Lemonade Ford. And number 7, the Xerox Ford of JT Bryant. Starting shotgun, car 48, Caleb Fogler, the Lowe Chevrolet. So we mentioned Jessica Shelton and Seth Cole, 2 of our in-car cameras. Our third one rides inside the car of Quentin Moore in the Citgo Ford. As the cars are lined up here, remember the amount of points gained in a race. Remember the most amount of points you can gain in a race. The most amount of points you can gain in a race is 145. So if Quentin can leave here, by 146. So Quentin can leave here by 146 points ahead or more after this race here, then he will be the Castrol GTX Cup Series champion for season 32. If not, then it heads on to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Here's the command to fire him up.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen, start your engine.
Command given the party engines as we're set for racing here today as the pace car leads the field off a pit road to pace up, but we've of course started the race right after this. Down to what used to be the front straightaway here at Phoenix here. The pace car's already ducked off on the pit road here. Allison Rain and Charles Sanford leading to the start-finish line. A Ford Chevy front row here. And you got Ford's third, fourth, and fifth, I should say, in the order. Actually, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, I should say, here as they come to the start-finish line. Green flag flies. We're underway here at Phoenix. And already 3 wide there. Oh, Trenton's going to try to make a squeeze and make it 4 wide here. Come off turn number 2. And that's got one of our top 5 in the points there. Kyle Matthews in this mix as well, too, as well as Dunham in 42 as they come off the start-finish line here. Allison Rain leads lap number 1 in this race, but Jessica Sheldon on the back bumper. And problems for Allison Rain's car. And Levi McIntyre just center punches Allison in the back end. And somebody else had problems. Nathan Orman's on pit road. And I think it just gave Cole Deaver the lead in car number 3, and indeed it does. Oh, Allison Rain, who had led the first lap of the racer, started from the pole, and on pit road she is. And let's remember this a driver that was formerly known as Johnny Gardner in this series here. And Allison, since the name change, has won, I think, once in her has won once since the name change in the Castrol GTX Cup Series there. But unfortunately for Allison, things just went ballistically wrong here, and she's got a tire gone down. It looks like on the number 14 HighPoint.com Ford, the Chase Briscoe scheme. Meantime, yellow flag has flown. And not sure what for here. Cole Deaver's your leader, by the way. We'll check and see what happened to put us under caution for the first time here today. Well, remember I said that you don't go 4 wide at Phoenix here? Well, this was 5 wide, believe it or not, as William Brockman inside of both Keith Batson, Laura Chung, Benjamin Miles, and Stephen Colon. And then ran out of room, come off the second corner right here, and then around goes the 11 machine of Benjamin Miles, and everybody else right smack behind Benjamin, trying to get slowed down. Mike Becker, 43 car, got involved. Here comes number 33, Harrison Ponder, Fitzwater. Yeah, Becker's going to come across right into Cody McGurk. There's 33, Harrison Ponder. He spins around. Everybody else looks like they're doing a darn good job there getting through this whole mess, I believe. Zach Winkle, he gets tapped a little bit in the 12 car. And Quentin Moore, the points leader, gets through the whole mess. So Quentin Moore dodged himself a bullet right there. He was disappointed with his qualifying run here for this race here today, but for Quentin, he's at least gained a couple of positions here. Let's take a ride with Quentin. And that's the thing, you want to get through the whole mess there as quick as you can. And it's basically a close your eyes, roll the dice, and just hope for the best here. And I tell you what, that shot reminded me of. You remember on Days of Thunder when Cole Trickle had the drive-through crash at Daytona? That's about what it looked like for Quentin Moore. He went full Cole Trickle on this whole deal. Pace car lights are off right now here. We're getting set for a green flag here. Allison Rain and Nathan Orman both are back on the racetrack right now, so whatever problems those two had have been corrected right now there, but they're both not on the lead lap here. The 14 and 18 cars both. As I mentioned, the top run for Allison Rain had a great qualifying run, started from the pole in this race here. Now she's right where she was at earlier, except she's now not on the lead lap. It's Cole Deaver, your leader, then it's Charles Sanford, Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, and Seth Cole, the top 5, as the green flag flies once again, lap number 8 here at Phoenix. And oh, Rain and Orman, they got close together here. They're forward wide up the turn, and Charles Sanford's around. Fitzwater's involved. Phil Parker's involved in car number 5. Bouchard's involved, number 70 machine. There's Fitzwater. Here comes Caleb Fogler on pit road. And both Allison Rain and Nathan Orman got one of their laps back here. And see where that puts them both there. Yep, they're both back on the lead lap there. The 18 and 14 cars both. But, oh, what does Charles Sanford have to do to try to win one of these races here? I know he's won twice this season, the Pepsi 400 at Daytona and the Winston 500 at Talladega, but oh, that is a tough break for car number 24. He was second position to Cole Deaver when they restarted here. And here's what happened there. Got 4 wide through 3, but they've been 10 to 1 to do that. They actually got 5 wide, actually. Let's take a look through the helicopter cam here. Yeah, they were 5 wide. Shelton, Sanford, and Young were leaning on each other here. Young got off Sanford's car. Then right off into Jessica Shelton's car. Then finally the 3 of them just got watered up. Charles spins right in front of Shelton's car. Shelton ducks inside. She avoided any further damage. And here comes Sanford. Seth Cole gets taps the 24 car just a little bit here. And Sanford on a frightening 90-mile-an-hour slide. Everybody else doing a pretty good job missing the whole deal there. There went McIntyre, Osborne, Turner, Batson. And there's 4-car William Brock going by Chung and everybody else. There's where Fitzwater, and again Quentin Moore misses a crash again. And here's where Fitzwater got into him with their 29 car. He's going to come in right about in a couple seconds here. Here he comes. Bam! Right into the 24. And same with Phil Parker. He nails the back of that 29 car. Here comes, and there's a 70 and the 68 cars both getting into it. Good driving on both the part of both Harrison Ponder and the 33 and the 11 of Benjamin Miles, both missing the crash, and unfortunately that knocks Charles Sanford out of the race here at Phoenix International Raceway here. And you're looking at the back end of car number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Government Chevrolet. And he'll be your leader when we start right after this. Just as you rejoin us, the green flag's about to fly here at Phoenix International Raceway here in the Subway 500. Cole Deaver's your leader, Jessica Shelton is second. Then Dylan Young, Trent Dunham, and Alex Miller, the top 5. As the green flag flies once again here, and here comes Shelton to the low side for the top spot in car number 94. Off turn number 2 they come here. Jess, she's won here before. Here at this race, right here, she's won twice this season so far. She won it both of them on short tracks, Bristol and Martinsville. And Deaver's only win as Maverick came on short track as well too at North Wilkesboro in the First Union 400. And Dylan Young also has won Martinsville, but was in the day race here. Martinsville was in the night race here, and Dylan's won not only that race at Martinsville in the daytime, but also won at Watkins Glen on a road course this season. On board with Seth Cullen, car number 98. Running right now in 4th position as they go into turn number 1 right now. Up ahead of them, Cole Deaver, Jessica Shelton, and Dylan Young. Young in the blue deuce. Somebody on the inside of Cole Deaver's car as they go through turns number 3 and 4 here. That's the 10 of Kat Batson and the 42 of Trent Dunham. And Deaver at 163 miles an hour into turn number 1 as they go down the backstretch here, or front stretch, or what it used to be the backstretch. Off turn number 4, and they are real close coming off turn number 4 right here, or turn number 2. Alex Miller just moves Kat Batson up the track here. That's Nathan Hudson giving Miller a shove. Off turn number 4, and Hudson is spun coming off the 4th turn. And he takes the 15 and he takes the 10 of Kat Batson with him. And nice evasive action right there by the 71 of Ryan Butcher to avoid nailing Nathan Ormond. And Hudson, you see him right there beating Benjamin Miles back to the line right there, the 11 machine. I don't know why he was so mad at Benjamin over because Miles didn't do a darn thing in this whole situation. There's Levi McIntyre, damage up from earlier. Third caution of the day, Jessica Shelton is your leader. We'll see what happens, having to cause a crash. Okay, so I know darn well what caused the crash right there, but let's take a look at, let's rewind back to this situation right there. They were almost four way down the what used to be the front stretch here at Phoenix. Rafael Leduc goes the inside of Nathan Hudson in the 15 car. And you see Hudson and Leduc Hudson and Miller, I should say, absolutely just door handle to each other here. Kat Batson trying to stay out of the way in that 10 car here. We were riding with Seth Cole when this all happened too. Finally, Hudson just has enough, just shoves Alex Miller right there, but when he tries to do that, Miller just stands his ground right there, goes down in the Hudson's car, just shoves the 15 and himself and the 15 both into the 10 car, as if to tell Nathan Hudson, I've had enough of you trying to shove me, and you are out of here. And poor Kat Batson just had nowhere to go in that 10 car, but right into those two machines right there as they both go into the wall here. Keith Batson getting sideways and then saves it in the 28 car right there as he almost gets into Joshua Osborne in the 45. So caution number 3 waving here at Phoenix. Here we'll be back for the restart right after this. Back at Phoenix International Raceway, and you are on board with Jessica Shelton as you're about to get from her point of view what a restart looks like at Phoenix here. We just got word Dylan Young made an unscheduled pit stop while we were at break, and so he is now to the tail end of the lead lap here, and we'll restart on lap number 22 here at Phoenix. And this is what a restart looks like from inside a race car here as you ride with Jessica Shelton. Shift it into high gear as she red lines it on the tack here as they go into turn number 1 now. She is your leader, second position right now. With that pit stop by Dylan Young is now Cole Deaver. Actually make that Trent Dunham now in the number 42 car, goes inside of Deaver for second position. Levi McIntyre again is not on the lead lap, trying to get himself back on the lead lap here at Phoenix. Levi is in 37th position after earlier contact with Allison Rain. And here comes Dunham off turn number 4. What? Turn number 2, I should say. Almost gets into Shelton's car. And turn number 3 to go here. Battle for the top spot here between the 94 and 42 cars. Ford versus Dodge. In the meantime, battle for third here between Cole Deaver and Dylan Poteet. This is the best Poteet's run in a while. He's had some top 10 finishes, but not very many here. Yet he's in the top 15 in the points chase coming into this event here at Phoenix. Alex Miller's right there in a 44 car here. Eric Monaco having a darn good day in a 66 machine, running right now in 6th position, or make that 7th or 8th, actually, I should say here. Rafael Duke to the low side of the 20 machine. He gets past as he tries to get past Miller, Deaver, and the 20 of Poteet. And now Seth Cole, Laura Chung, and Kyle Matthews going out of here. Matthews right now running in 10th position, Chung in 9th, and Seth running in 8th. But meantime, the battle for the lead still ensuing between car 94, Jessica Shelton, and car 42, Trent Dunham. As they go through turns number 3 and 4 right now. Shelton leads yet another lap here, but Dunham is right on the back bumper of that number 94 McDonald's Ford. And Dunham slides up the track just a slight bit there through turns number 1 and 2 here. Now he regroups, tries it once again here. Meantime, Poteet's taking 3rd position away from the 3 car of Cole Deaver. With Duke running in 5th position. 6th right now is Eric Monaco in car 66 here. Miller in 7th. Darn pace car. 8th is Seth Cole. 9th is now Kyle Matthews as Laura Chung moves up the high side here. Loses a few positions here. Daniel Voiles in car 26 is now at the 10th. 11th is Gabby Conklin. Battle for 12th between Chung and the 6th car of Austin Reed. Stephen Colon running in 14th position. 15th is now William Brock. Then it's Keith Batson, Joshua Osborne, Jesse Turner, Ryan Butcher's 19th, and Nathan Ormond, after being caught a lap down, is now running in 20th position. So good. So Ormond having a fine drive here at Phoenix. But to the rest of the top 5 points, don't look now, but here comes car 21, Quentin Moore, the championship leader coming into this event. Quentin driving angry right now in the number 21 machine, and probably rightfully so right now. After a poor qualifying performance there, Quentin is trying to drive his way up to the field in a hurry here. He runs 21st right now in car number 21, but we have caution flags out for the 4th time here today as we have completed now 31 laps this race. And it looks like car number 70, Daniel Bouchard, has gotten into the wall. So look and see the lights of the pace car here, and yet there it is. And there's the culprit right here. It's James Sykes in the 34 and the 10 car of Kat Batson and the 48 of Caleb Fogler. Fogler gets into the 34 car of Sykes and turns him right into Kat Batson's car, number 10. And yeah, Sykes just stuffs the 10 car right in the walls, and Batson's hit was right on the driver's side. So I'm sure Kat's going to spend about pretty much the entire caution flag period clearing the cobwebs, if you will. But so that's the cause of the fourth caution flag of the day. As you see, the 70 car of Daniel Bouchard, I should say, to the low side right there. I don't know how much longer that car can go here. As the caution flag flies here, under the caution period here. Cars out of race, by the way. Charles Sanford, Cody McGurk, Phil Parker, and Zachary Fitzwater are all on the race here. 37 cars left in the race here, and all of them on the lead lap. Jessica Shelton is your leader as we go back for the restart right after this. Pace car on the pit road right now here as we restart on lap number 35. Jessica Shelton is your leader. She's dominated the day so far. Second is Trent Dunham. Third is Cole Deaver. Fourth is Dylan Poteet. And Eric Monaco runs in fifth position. Then sixth position and right now is the 20 of Rafael LeDuc. Seventh right now is Alex Miller. Eighth, Kyle Matthews. Ninth is Seth Cole. And Daniel Voiles is in 10th. And Dunham just about turned Shelton around. Come up to the middle of 1 and 2. But Shelton floors the throttle on her Ford, and Seth Cole got really sideways down the front stretch, down the back stretch, I should say, and saved it. And now Stephen Colon in car number 1 goes to the low side, tries to get past Seth for 10th position now. And now Voiles pulls up the back of the 44 car of Alex Miller. Now it's William Brock in car number 4 as he begins to roll to the low side now in the number 4 Kodak Dome Chevrolet, that yellow car. Keith Batson behind him in the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford here. Jesse Turner's in there. Austin Reed, Gabby Conklin in the 16 car. And now they're 3 wide again. They've been tending to go 3 wide all weekend long so far at Phoenix here, both in this series and also in the Mellow Yellow race here. Yesterday, Benjamin Miles got sideways here and he saves it in the 11 car. And here comes Ryan Butcher, 71, 18 of Nathan Orman, and the 45 of Joshua Osborne. And Dylan Young, number 2, trying to work his way up the field. He was running second when he made the unscheduled pit stop here a while back, and boy, look at him fly, that number 2 car. You talk about gritty determination on that number 2 machine right there. That you're looking at it right there, 3 wide up ahead of him. The 0-1 to 6 and the 98. And now Young tries to go inside of Laura Chung in the 0-1 machine, the winner of the season at Richmond. And now Osborne bounces off of Orman's car, number 18 car, as they come off the second turn. And right there behind him, car 21, Quentin Moore. Inside of Ryan Butcher, gets past him, and now tries to get past Seth Cullen, number 98. So that moves Quentin, this time that moved Quentin up to the 21st position there. Now he may pick up a couple of more right there. We are less than 10 laps from the finish, by the way, right now, as we'll be coming down for 7 laps remaining here. That completes lap number 40. As you look at Nathan Orman in the 18 car running in 20th position right now. And now, meantime, Dylan Young trying to take. He just took 14th away from Keith Batson. And now tries to take 13th from Jesse Turner in the 7th car. And boy, I tell you what, Dylan Young, watch that number 2 car go right there, because he is running strong in the late portion of the race. He may not pull up a win possibly here, but unless the cars ahead of him wreck. But after recovering from an unscheduled pit stop in the middle of the race here, and he is now pulled up to the top 15 position here. In the meantime, Trent Dunham took the lead away from Jessica Shelton. Dunham leads now, lap number 42. We're now down to 5 to go. Does Shelton have anything for car number 42? On board Jessica Shelton's car. She's been the dominant car all day so far, but now she finds herself chasing down Trent Dunham in car 42 there. And does she have the power to do so? Four laps to go. And roll between the front two cars. They're less than 0.4 of a second. Let's see what it is this time by. Shelton drives it in that time by here through turns number 3 and 4. Come off turn number 4 to start finish line. They come here. And Jess closes in just a slight bit there. 0.06 of a second. That 0.06 is not going to cut it in 3 laps. Right now for 2 to go this time by here. Trent Dunham looking for a second victory of the season. Shelton looking for her third. Off the 4th turn they come here. Now down for 2 laps to go. And Jess lost a little bit of time that time by. Keeping it smooth. That is the name of the game here at Phoenix. It's the name of the game on any track we go to on a circuit, but especially this track here at Phoenix because they do. Because this track takes a lot of finesse to drive. Off the 4th turn to come here. Trent Dunham sees the white flag. He sees 1 lap remaining at Phoenix. 0.4 of a second between the front 2 cars here. Poteet's in 3rd, Monaco in 4th, and Kyle Matthews in 5th. Now Matthews tries to get by Eric Monaco for 4th. But Shelton's got one more shot. She may have one more shot in her arsenal as they come through turns number 3 and 4 here. But she's going to fall just a bit short here. Trent Dunham wins the Subway 500 at Phoenix. It is Dunham's second victory of the season. Number 42, Texaco Haviland Dodge goes to victory lane here today. Jessica Shelton, a hard-fought second position here, but a heartbreaking one no less because she had the dominant car all day long and only to get past late in the going in the event here. But still a good day for her, nonetheless. A second position for her. 3rd will go to Dylan Poteet. 4th, Kyle Matthews. 5th will go to Eric Monaco. A good day for the 66 team. Then it's Rafael Leduc, Cole Deaver, Stephen Colon, Alex Miller, and Daniel Voiles, the top 10. Here, average speed 95.964 miles an hour. And so 30 races are in the books, and 1 race remains, and that's Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the Napa Auto Parts 500. Boy, what a race that's going to be here. As we take a look at the finishing order here in today's race here, 11th place will go to Dylan Young. Boy, what a recovery for him. Made a pit stop, made an unscheduled stop here in the middle of the race here. Luckily for him, it happened under caution, and he got and kept himself on the tail end of the lead lap here. And like a madman, drove up to 11th position in the final finishing order here today. William Brock comes home 12th, Gabby Conklin 13th, Keith Batson 14th, 15th will go to Laura Chung, then Austin Reed, the nice finish today. Here he ends up finishing 16th. Seth Cole 17th, Jesse Turner 18th, Joshua Osborne 19th, and Nathan Ormond with a 20th place finish here. 21st will go to Matt McIntyre. Levi McIntyre recovers to finish 22nd. Benjamin Miles 23rd, Ryan Butcher 24th, Harrison Ponder in 25th, Amanda Evans 26th, Zach Winkle 27th, Allison Rain comes home 28th. 29th will go to JT Bryant, and Quentin Moore did not need that finish. He ends up finishing 30th, and so I say Quentin's going to be frustrated for his team here after this race here because they now know what they have to face at Atlanta, the next race on the last race of the season. Quentin had a pretty good sized points lead though, so I don't know if that's going to cost him much points wise though, but we'll see if the points are distributed after this at the end of this video. Caleb Fogler 31st, and Roberto Crown Jr., Nathan Hudson, James Sykes, Kat Matson, Mike Becker, Dana Bouchard, Charles Sanford, Cody McGurk, Phil Parker, and Zachary Fitzwater, all of them the rest of the finishing order here today. 37 cars finished, and all of them on the lead lap. So that would do it here today at Phoenix, Arizona. Here, congratulations once again to Trent Dunham, the winner here today. The Subway 500 here is it's his second victory of the season. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA says called desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Story Cell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Series, then be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. Also be sure to check out our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline series. Those channels being X8675398588, X8675398588X. That's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and to the NNSCRA and subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff. And also subscribe to ThrashManiac99 for some cool stuff as well too on his channel, including the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series, his series. And of course, also as I mentioned, subscribe to this channel here. You're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some good stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Phoenix. We'll be here, and for now, this is James Qualls. This is for James Qualls. This is a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at the season finales at Atlanta Motor Speedway for both the Melio Racing Series and the Castrol GTX Cup Series. It should be a great race. Should be great racing weekends at Atlanta.